It's a very rare rainy day here in Las Vegas. And so I decided, hey, what better time to do hypnosis meditation than now? And the rain seems to be going on and off. So just want to be safe. Now, the way that my hypnosis videos works is I will tell you a little bit about what you're going to expect in the actual hypnosis session we're going to do right now. And so if you've already watched this, I'm actually make it so you can fast forward directly to when the actual meditation starts. However, if you haven't, I highly recommend listening to the explanation, which is very short, just so that you know exactly what to expect in the session. That way you get the most from it. So again, if you've already watched this, you can fast forward, and I highly recommend saving this video so that you can watch it over and over again. I think this is actually making me hotter than it is. Well, it's not raining right this moment, so we should have a little bit longer. So in this hypnosis session, we're going to help you tap into your personal power and really ultimately your highest self. And your highest self is the part of you that knows you can go out and create whatever you want in your life, whether it's your relationships, your health, or your finances. Now, from time to time, we operate from our highest self. We have the confidence to take action, and we no longer let fears or insecurities hold us back. Now, for the most part, most people are not operating from their highest self, and they're operating from their lowest self, the part of them that's afraid to be rejected, afraid to fail, that worries about what other people think of us. And often we let this part control us, and we let this part make decisions in our lives. And ultimately, when we operate from our lowest self and we're making decisions from this standpoint, it keeps us stuck in our stuff. It doesn't allow us to move forward. So the beautiful thing about the session we're about to do, it's very short, it's very quick and to the point. However, it's very powerful because what we're going to be doing is getting your lower self to kind of take the back seat for a moment and allow your higher self to take over. So let's dive in. Also, be sure you're not operating any heavy equipment or driving while we're doing this exercise, okay? So just go ahead and take a long, deep breath in and hold it for a few seconds. And as you breathe out, go ahead and close your eyes and go all the way down, all the way down. And as you're sitting there, listening to my voice with your eyes closed, breathing in and out of your lungs, your highest self is open and ready to communicate with you. Hey, see, there's a part of you that knows that you can create the life that you want and you desire. This is the part of you that has the confidence, the courage to go out and take action on your goals and your dreams, whether it be improving your health, finding your soulmate, making connections and friendships, and making the money that you want to make and living the lifestyle that you want to live. And this part of you we'll call your higher self. Now, there's another part of you, which we'll call your lower self, that tends to hold you back. It tends to second guess your decisions, to procrastinate, to self-sabotage, to allow limitation to control your everyday life. And you see, sometimes we let this part of us, our lower self, drive the car at times because we think it's keeping us safe, it's familiar, we feel protected. So if it's okay with you, I'd like you to give yourself permission to allow your lower self to no longer drive, and let's just put your lower self in the passenger seat for now. And as we put your lower self in the passenger seat, I want you to allow your higher self to take the wheel, to drive your decisions. That's right. And as you allow your higher self to take over right now, let's go ahead and put your lower self, let's take them from the passenger seat and just put them in the back seat. Just go ahead and turn that part of you down. The fear, the scarcity, the doubt, the worry, just go ahead and turn that down now. That's right. Now, as you imagine your highest self driving your decisions, I want you to imagine it's 1 year from today into the future of operating from your higher self, of taking action on your goals and your dreams. And what is your lifestyle like 1 year from today when you operate from your highest self? How do you show up in the world? And how does the world respond to you? That's right. Allow yourself to smile, feel the sense of joy, of confidence, of abundance in this moment. Now let's imagine that your current self from today was communicating with your highest self 1 year from today. And I know there's been something on your mind for a while, and I want you to ask your highest self what you should do. What advice would your higher self give you right now in this moment? That's right. I want you to thank your higher self for all the insight, the ideas, the encouragement to just do it and move forward. That's right. Now in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I count to 5, your eyes will open. You'll be fully alert, feeling fantastic in every way, knowing deep down within yourself, these few moments in hypnosis have been truly very successful for you. 1, you have now an inspiration to yourself and others. 2, you have a strong sense of certainty and wonderful feelings of looking ahead. 3, feeling and knowing your time here today has been one of the best investments of your life. 4, ready to go out and operate from your highest self. And 5, eyes open, fully alert, feeling fantastic in every way. If you could do me a favor, I'm curious to see what your higher self, the advice your higher self gave to you. So if you could do me a favor and type in the comments the answer that you got. I know when I first did this exercise, the answer that I got was just do it. Just simply just do it. Just take the actions and everything else will follow suit and everything will work out in my favor. And that's often a very common answer that many, many people get. It's like, rather than allowing yourself to be controlled by fear of not having money or getting rejected or failing or whatever it may be, just do it. And when we operate from that standpoint, it's amazing how much we can accomplish in a year. So guys, again, if you like this video, I recommend hit the like button, first of all, subscribe to the channel and save this video and watch this. I purposely made this very short. You know, the meditation itself is only 5 minutes. Watch this before you start your day, every single day. And what will begin to happen is you will start to operate from your highest self on a more consistent basis. You know, right now you may be operating 10% of your life at your highest self and 90% in your lower self that's afraid, that's scarce, it has all these limitations. The more and more you do this, though, you start operating at 20% from your highest self and only 80 of your lower self, and then 30 and 40. And before you know it, you're moving through the day, day after day, operating from your highest self. And I promise you, when you do that, you can create so much in your life in a very, very short amount of time. So look, folks, if you enjoyed this video and you're a business owner or you're an executive and you're like, you know what? I want some one-on-one. I want to speed up my results. I want to operate from my highest self, not, months from now or years from now. I want to be my higher self now and every single day. there's going to be a link down in the description for you to book a free assessment with one of my certified hypnotherapists to see if we are a good fit to work together to do some one-on-one work. And then for those of you who may feel called to help others, you may be in a career that you've lost passion for, you're unhappy, you hate going to work every day, you hate sitting in traffic, and you feel like your career and your life has no purpose. I've put together a free hypnosis training to give you a little bit more of deep dives of how hypnosis works, why it works. We also do some really cool, I do this meditation in there as well. So if you want access to the free hypnosis training, there's also going to be a link down in the description. So go ahead and click it now.